To install the software, you will first need to download it. Depending on which browser you're using, the saved file will end up in a different location in your browser window. If the file is large, the download can take a while. When the file is saved, run it by clicking it or double-clicking it. Click Next to get started. Wait while the files are being copied. Double-click the graphic tracer icon to start the program. In the next window, you'll enter the serial number for your license. The best method is to copy the serial number from your account page and paste it into the installation program. The end user license agreement is shown. Please read through the text and click the box where you accept the terms of the agreement. Otherwise, you will be unable to continue with your installation. The first time you start Graphic Tracer, it sets up the environment, and this can take a little bit of time. Next, you will see a dialog box stating that the program will now build the font database for your installed fonts. Click OK. The databases included in Graphic Tracer contain information about more than 100,000 fonts which the program can recognize. By making databases of the fonts that you own, you will make sure Graphic Tracer can recognize your fonts as well. You will be able to use the fonts you own for replacing text in Graphic Tracer. The database creation can take a while, especially if you have many fonts installed on your machine. Your program window will appear. To the right in the window is the Help and Information panel. A good thing to do before you start your new program is to add your font databases for other fonts that you own which are not installed on your computer. On the last tab, you can select what databases the program should search when identifying fonts. The collections marked with an I are ones you can use for identification. If the collection is green and has a check mark, these are the fonts you will be able to use for replacing text, since these are the fonts that you own. The installed font collection in the top of the list is green, as you can see. If you own fonts that are not installed on your computer, you should add databases for these typefaces in Graphic Tracer so that you will be able to recognize and can use more fonts for your text replacement. Click Add New. The Add Font Collection box appears. Enter a name for the collection you wish to add in the label box. Now you must specify where the fonts are located. If you have them on a CD, you can simply enter the drive letter for the CD-ROM drive. Then Graphic Tracer will search through the whole CD for fonts and make an identification database from it. If you have your fonts in a folder on your hard drive, just click the buttons with 3 dots to browse for the folder. Select the folder where your fonts are located and then click OK. When you now click Create, the build database will include search information for all the fonts in the folder, including all subfolders. Creating the database can take some time depending upon how many fonts there are in each folder. When it's ready, the new database will be added to the bottom of the list. It will be green and have a check mark in front of it indicating that you own these fonts and they can now be used for replacing text. You should limit the size of each collection to contain no more than 10,000 fonts per database. If you have large collections, try to divide them into several folders and make multiple databases. If you want to change the name of your collections or delete them, you simply click the Manage button. Here you also can update the database for the installed fonts in case you have added new fonts to your system. When you are ready with your font databases, click OK in the Options dialog. Graphic Tracer is now installed and ready to meet its first job. Good luck with your new program.